Hey y'all, I am coming to you from Ozarks, like always. Want to let y'all know I'm okay. In case you've, picked up a newspaper or watched the news at all, you know that we have been having some god-awful, horrible weather here, as have several other places in the country. Um, but we have been having really, really strong rain and winds and in some places hail in the south of Tulsa, which is only like a 2-hour drive from us. Um, South of Tulsa, not before last? Yeah, they were having like tennis ball size hail, if you can imagine. I'm sure it did a lot of damage. We didn't get the hail, not up here where we live anyway. Hail is a funny thing. It will show up in some areas and then down the street there's nothing. It's just strange, very arbitrary. As of course most of you should know by now, Joplin, Missouri it's pretty much gone, which makes me so sad for so many reasons. I had been wanting to take Justin there and go touring and looking around, and we ended up in Carthage, next to the east of it. Instead, never did make it to Joplin. Now it's gone, gone, gone. At some point, I may see if he wants to go up there just to, once things have settled down, just to drive around to partake of the eeriness and take photos of the aftermath, which seems ghoulish. Perhaps it is, but it's so close by and it's such a big disaster. Would be somewhat interesting after things have settled down. I have been crying. It is so upsetting, and I know that anywhere in the world where they have a disaster, it's sad and it's the same suffering, but when it's that close to home, it hurts worse somehow. I guess partially because it's like, that could have been us. That could have been us. And tornadoes tend to go around cities. For some reason, they tend to stay out in rural areas and will knock out some chicken houses and, sometimes rip up a farmhouse or two, which is bad as well, but they don't usually rip right through town. And this is so weird that, in Alabama and now in Missouri, it's just, they're brutal. They're becoming brutal, and they're just tearing up towns and killing people. And you know me, I've been as upset about the people or about animals as I have been about the people. I just think of all the pets that, I think wildlife usually has a sense to flee, but pets tend to stay with their people or are inside the house and don't have a choice. And I know that there's a lot of stray animals wandering around looking hungry and lost and confused. They don't know where their home or their people are, and they're roaming the streets. And I saw footage yesterday of a rescue guy pulling a cute little fuzzy gray kitten out of some rubble. It had been in there crying and somebody heard it, which is good, but they say that their shelters are full to capacity and then some, and they need food for the animals until they can be reunited with their people, if their people are even still alive. And here, Fayetteville, God bless you, Fayetteville. The people of Fayetteville are so good, and they're so very giving and caring and compassionate. Such good people here. Immediately, they had set up centers for donations. One of them is just right around the corner from me at the Ozark Natural Foods place, and you just support them. They're good people there. And they're going to be sending out a truck, I guess, every day to take stuff up there, and I'm going to donate some stuff, but I'm thinking about things besides just foods. And I know people are good-hearted and mean well, but I know a lot of people are sending, like Justice said, canned creamed corn, pulling crap out of their cupboards they don't want. They're not even stopping to think about the fact that some of this stuff has to be prepared. Like if you have boxed, even instant rice, you've got to have a heat source and clean water to cook it with, and that's difficult. You can't even set a campfire because they're continuing to have rain, more and more rain. So they need like canned goods, if possible, stuff you can pull the top of, like Progresso soups, you can just pop the top off. I have a couple of cans of that I'm going to donate. And also, they don't have can openers. They have nothing. So even if you donate some cans of chili or some vegetables or whatever, they don't have a way to get into it to eat it. So I'm going to go and buy a couple of can openers and plastic, forks, and they'll need stuff like animal food, and they're going to need toothbrushes and toothpaste, and just things that we take for granted, that we get up every day and just use it and don't even think anything of it. It's like if you have extra anything, it should be donated. They could have used, I'm sure, paper towels and garbage bags and just everything. Even, in order to feed their children, to share a can of something, they need some little styrofoam bowls. My phone is ringing. I'm going to let you go. Things are terrible, but I'm okay. And please, everybody, if you can, donate to help the people of Joplin, because they got nothing. It's terrible. Bye.